What up, Greener Grass fans? It's BJ Price, part of Skate Mansfield of the Off the Tongue Podcast Network and good friend of the Greener Grass Podcast. I am also the chairman of the nonprofit Skate Ohio. But Greener Grass recently, a couple weeks ago, did an episode about surf or turf. And I felt like I had to weigh in. First of all, I just want to say that Greener Grass is the best. Those gals are amazing. Emily and Jackie are fantastic human beings, and I absolutely love them. I think they do a great podcast. I love listening to it. But also, I just want to say that Jackie is probably one of the best human beings out there. Last year for my 39th birthday, she bought me tickets to my favorite band, Local H, and then bought me a shirt. This shirt, in fact, while we were there, just because she's awesome. I wish I could be a 10th of the friend to her that she is to me. But yes, they are both just so amazing. So yeah, shout outs to them. Love your podcast. Keep doing everything you're doing because you're the reason that the Off the Tongue Podcast Network moves forward. So we're just happy to be a part of it and coast on everything that you guys do. Back to the point at hand. Is surfing better than skateboarding? No! I don't think it is. I've got some reasons as to why not, but I'll say a little bit of like the only saving point to surfing is Point Break, the magnificent movie from 1991 starring Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. Don't forget about Gary Busey because he's a big part of that. You want to get mad? Yeah, I'm mad. Dude, it's so good. That movie is fantastic. I can't remember when I first watched it, but I remember just being enamored with the whole thing. It's really like the first what I would consider Fight Club movie for guys, where you're just like, oh, the guy going through his life, and then there's just this unstoppable force of a person who just changes your mindset on everything you think about. Speaking of Point Break, I think the only way to explain how I really feel and how I can grasp like what surfing really is and what made me really want to surf is I think I just got to show you. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Here is the scene that if you remember the movie, there's a part where they're sitting around the fire and where Patrick Swayze says, "Can't live in a cage, man." And he's talking about the 50-year wave and all that stuff. And then the surf just like comes up and they're like, "It's a night surf, man." And I'm like, what's a night surf? This is wild. And they all go out to surf while they can't even see. And this scene, holy buckets, this is funny. Let's watch a little bit. It's the only way to explain. This is what made me want to surf when I was a young child. But yeah, let's get up here a little bit. Here we go. There he is going out and he's scared. All the audio work in this movie. He's terrified. Where's the part where he comes up to Bodie? I think we're getting there. There you go. He's coming up to Bodie now. You have to see this.
I gotta be
Look,
fucking crazy.
Arms crossed.
Crazy enough.
You gotta be crazy enough. I'm just sitting there as a kid. I'm like, am I crazy enough? Can I do this? I think I could. I think I should. There they go. They're surfing at night. How can you watch this and not want to do this?
Can't see shit out here. I'm gonna die.
Just feel what the wave is doing. Then accept its energy, get in sync, and then charge with it. You don't need to see.
Yeah, right.
You don't
Vision is
need to
highly
see.
overrated.
Okay, Johnny, this one's got your number on it.
But how can you see the wave coming? I guess he just feels it coming, right? Oh, Johnny Utah's scared. What a good movie. Oh, he's just also most important part. Johnny Utah is Goofyfoot. It's important. It is to me. I think Bodie's regular though. Boom. And he does it. My guy does it. Look at him. And he's wooing. He's surfing. There we go. There it is. Yeah, all I wanted. Oh, that's all I wanted as a child was for him to, for Bodie, aka Patrick Swayze, to look back at me and say, "Isn't that the best feeling in the world?" So yeah, there are some good points to surfing. Yeah. But is it better than skateboarding? No! I know it's not, and I will tell you anyway. So there is a big toxic community to this day with with surfing. Going to certain spots, if you find the best surf and you show up there and there's locals there, they will kick you out physically. They may beat the crap out of you for finding their spot. It's a locals only feeling, whereas that feeling used to be in the skateboarding scene. It is nowhere near as much as it used to be. That mindset is more on not the dying out side, but it is not the more common side of skateboarding anymore, but it's very prevalent in the surfing community. I also feel it's way more dangerous. The idea of tombstoning is just terrifying to me. If you don't know what tombstoning is, it's like getting bucked under a wave, and you're tethered to your board by your foot, and your board just comes up and is just dancing in the air on the wave because the wave is sucking your body down, and your board is trying to just stay on top, and it looks like a tombstone out of the water, and you're sucked under that wave for who knows how long, and that's how people die. And it's very scary. I'm just not a huge fan of that. Other than Point Break, it's kind of boring to watch unless you're watching highlight clips of dudes getting super buck on big waves and like doing like 360 melon grab. Well, not even melon, no, that'd be either way. Like around the wave and all that stuff. It just takes so long. If you try it, I implore you to go on Peacock and look up surfing in the Olympics and just sit there and watch it from beginning to end. It takes a long time. They catch one wave and then it peters out, and then it takes 15 minutes before they catch another wave. It is very boring to watch. I'm not a fan of that. You watch skateboarding in the Olympics. Speaking of, the street competition in the Olympics was the best competition skateboarding I have ever seen. It was fantastic. Go out of your way to watch it. It was unbelievable. That final was so top notch. It was really good. Having to find the right spot with surfing, you have to go find the spot. I mean, I know there's a lot of apps and stuff now that I can tell you. It's like, hey, surf's up over here. You can go here and surf, there and surf, that type of thing. But you can't just take your surfboard out into your driveway and throw down and just roll, and just surf around. You can do that with your skateboard and just roll around and do your thing. Anyway, I just needed to express why I think surfing nowhere near as good as skateboarding. Yes, there's so many good things with skateboarding, and a lot of good things are happening in the skate industry right now, whereas it's on an upswing. A lot of it's cyclical, where it's very up and down, but right now it's doing very well. And in our area, specifically in the Richland County area in Ohio, we're making big strides with the nonprofit. We just got a $50,000 donation to fix a park in the Shelby area and get that up and going. You can check out our newest episode, which is live now on YouTube, where we explain the changes that are about to happen to that. Maybe you guys, wherever you're from, you can come check out the new park once it's done, because it's going to be done hopefully in October, which means that we got funding really quick and getting the park done really quick. Within 4 months, all of this stuff may happen and be done. So it's a good thing. There's lots of good skate parks out there. I had a family hit me up today just to say, hey, it's a beautiful day. We have, 5 kids. Where can we take everybody and everybody have fun? And I'm like, oh, cool. There's this park in Newark, Ohio, that there's a cool park. It's really mellow. It's a lot of fun, really big and spread out, that anybody can go and skate and not be in anybody's way. And there's a big playground right next to it. So everyone in the family's got something to do, picnicking area and all that stuff. So there's a lot of that. And that's what we're trying to bring to our area as well. So anyway, I can't express how much I think skateboarding is elevated above surfing, but as in cool skateboarding movies, I don't think any cool skateboarding movie can compare to Point Break. As much as I don't know, what do you think? Police Academy 3? Was that with David Spade when they did that whole skate scene? It's either 3 or 4. Grind, Gleaming the Cube. all decent movies and of themselves, but none of them were Point Break. Point Break is a fantastic movie, so kudos to you, Surfing, for having Point Break. Anyway, BJ here from Skate Mansfield, Skate, Ohio, and shout outs to the Greener Grass podcast. You guys are awesome, and we'll see you in the future. Go skate.